Hello everyone. Let us begin with the first poem, She Walks in Beauty. She Walks in Beauty by Lord Byron. Here, the poet Byron describes the beauty of a woman. Describes the beauty of a woman. He describes the beauty, not only the physical beauty of the woman, but inner beauty of her also. So he describes and explains the concept, spiritual concept of beauty here. I read the introduction of the poem, She Walks in Beauty. She walks in beauty means not, she is not walking beautifully. She is not walking beautifully, but she enters into beauty, into the realm of beauty. म्हणजे सौंदर्याच्या साम्राज्यात ती प्रवेश करते असा त्याचा अर्थ आहे. शी वॉक्स इन ब्युटी, शी एंटर्स इन टू द रियाल्म ऑफ किंगडम ऑफ ब्युटी. In general sense, she looks beautiful. She looks beautiful. Now, I read out the introduction of the poem. She Walks in Beauty expresses Byron's typically romantic concepts of love and beauty. Here in this poem, the poet expresses the concept of romanticism, concept of romanticism, romantic concepts of love and beauty. When we pronounce the word romantic, so different kind of feeling comes to our mind, but the meaning of romantic, which covers a lot of concepts like the concept of love, the concept of beauty, the concept of friendship. So all these things come into that term romantic. So the poet here in this poem expresses his romantic concepts of love and beauty. Again, I remember another great poet, John Keats, English poet, romantic poet, John Keats, whose world famous line is very popular line: Truth is beauty, beauty, truth. This is the popular line. Truth is beauty, beauty, truth. Means truth is beauty and beauty is truth. जे सत्य आहे ते सुंदर आहे, जे सुंदर आहे ते सत्य आहे. इन इंडियन मिथॉलॉजी सत्य ही सुंदर है. That is like so. This concept also relates to the concept of John Keats. What is the beauty? So whatever is truth, that is beauty. Whatever is truth, that is beauty. This is one of his best lyrics poems. So this poem is one of Byron's best lyrics. The concept of beauty expounded in the poem goes beyond the physical. I have just explained that it is not only the physical beauty, it goes beyond the physical beauty. It is the concept, it is the spiritual beauty, it is the inner beauty, the goodness, uh, inner beauty, the goodness, the nature, the good heart, kind heart, all these things. The concept of beauty expounded in the poem goes beyond the physical. It is the beauty of the heart. It is the beauty of the heart, not only the body. Not only the body. It is the beauty of the heart. The poem is not a conventional love poem. This poem is not a love poem, but presents a vision of the perfect woman. This poem presents the vision, the concept of a perfect woman, how a perfect woman should be. So there are in society there are misconceptions about the beauty, uh, having the principles like fairness and body appearance, all these things. So the poet says that you, what is the vision of the perfect beauty? So it goes beyond the physical beauty. The inner beauty is important. The inner beauty is important. So this is not the conventional love poem, but it is different. It is more than that. It is more than that. So Lord Byron, poet, describes the concept of beauty, describing the beauty of the woman with a different aspect. With different aspect. Okay, she walks in beauty. So in this poem, first he describes the physical beauty of the woman, then he goes to describe the inner beauty of that woman. Let us see the poem now. She walks in beauty like the night of cloudless. She walks in beauty like the cloudless climes and starry skies. She walks in beauty like the night of cloudless climes and starry skies. Friends, when the poet composes a poem, he uses his imagination, powerful imagination, and he chooses the particular poetic words to express his thoughts, express his feeling, whatever the poet is going to describe in the poem. So he chooses particular diction or say words in the poem. So when we read these words in a poem, it has somewhat different meaning, and we have to find out that meaning. So when we read the first line, she walks in beauty, she means that beautiful woman. She walks in beauty like the night of cloudless climes. She looks very beautiful. That woman looks beautiful like the night of cloudless climes and starry skies. She is beautiful like, this is the comparison. This is the comparison. She is beautiful like the night, like the night. So, how many of us think that night is beautiful? Night is beautiful, the darkness of the night, which is beautiful. Whosoever has the vision of beauty, he or she can think that night is beauty. Night is beautiful. Now, the poet is such a person who can think and who can express the thing that night is beautiful. So the woman is beautiful like the night, but which night? Night of cloudless climes. Climes means climate. Cloudless, when there are no clouds in the skies. When there are no clouds in the sky, without cloud means cloudless. When this is the climate in that night, and having the stars in the skies, starry night, the night having stars, a lot of stars, and without cloudless. So the woman looks beautiful like the night of cloudless climes means cloudless night with a lot of stars. Cloudless night, like the cloudless night with a lot of stars. That woman looks beautiful like the cloudless night with a lot of stars. She looks beautiful. That woman looks beautiful. कोणासारखी दिसते ती? Like the night. cloudless night with a lot of stars. With a lot of stars, when there are a lot of stars in the sky in the dark night, and there are no clouds, and when we see up uh, in the sky, then the sky looks very beautiful, having various uh, types of stars, twinkling stars, large, small, having various shapes. So that sky that night looks very beautiful. So this woman is beautiful as the beauty of cloudless night, having a lot of stars, and all that is best of dark and bright, and all that is best of dark and bright meet in her aspect and her eyes. Next, he describes the beauty of the woman. And what does he say? And all that is best of dark and bright. Dark and bright. These two terms are opposite terms, opposite words. Dark and bright. Dark and bright. So there is the beauty when these two shades, darkness and brightness, come together. And this is possible only in night. This is possible only in night. So when there is a blending, there is a mixture of two shades, darkness and brightness. So this thing is itself beautiful. But what does the poet say? All that is best from this blending, from this mixture, whatever is the best thing from this mixture of darkness and brightness, this best thing come together, join together, come combine together, meet together in her aspect, in her appearance. Aspect means appearance, and her eyes. These things, whatever is the best from darkness and brightness, that comes, that helps the woman to make her more beautiful in her appearance and in her eyes. So all the things come together, all the best things from the night in the form of darkness and brightness. Darkness, this is the color of the night, and brightness, this is the color of the twinkling stars. So when these two colors, two shades come together to increase the beauty of that woman in her appearance and in her eyes, to make her more beautiful. This is the powerful imagination of the poet. How that woman is beautiful while describing her perfect beauty. How the poet takes the images from the night, from the sky, to increase her beauty, her perfect beauty. So meet in her aspect and her eyes, thus mellowed to that tender light. Thus mellowed to that tender light, tender, delicate light of the night, soft light of the night. Thus mellowed, to make it sweet. Mellowed means to make it sweet. Thus, and in this way, when these two shades, darkness and brightness, come together to make her beauty more beautiful, to make her more beautiful, and in this way, the tender light, the soft light of that night, make her beauty more sweet, more sweet. Mellowed means to make the sweet, make the thing sweet. So in this way, these all things, all that is based from the darkness and brightness, come together to make her more beautiful. And in this way, this tender delicate light of the soft light of the night makes her beauty sweet, makes her beauty sweet, which heaven to gaudy day denies, which heaven denies at the time of gaudy day. Gaudy means bright, At the time of day when there is a brightness, too much brightness, this is not possible to increase the beauty of that woman. This is only possible at the time of night when there are no clouds, when there are a lot of stars in the sky, and when all the best things from the darkness and brightness of the night come together to make her more beautiful. That time it is possible. This is not possible at the time of bright light of the day. Gaudy day means bright light of the day. So this is how the poet Lord Byron describes the physical beauty of that woman, how she looks more beautiful at the time of night. At the time of night, when there are no clouds and there are brightness of the stars, in that soft light, tender light, she looks more beautiful. And this is possible only during the night, not during the brightness of the day. This is how she is perfect, beautiful woman. One shade the more, one ray the less, had half impaired the nameless grace. One shade the more, one ray the less, had half impaired the nameless grace. Nameless grace means beauty. Nameless means we can't describe in words. We can't describe in words so much beauty, so much beauty. Impaired means damage, half damage. One shade the more, if there was one shade more dark or more bright, one color of the night, one shade the more, or one ray the less. One ray, the ray of the stars at night, the ray of the stars at night. If it is one, only one ray is less and one shade is more, then half of the beauty might be damaged. Half of the beauty of that woman might be damaged. The grace, the beauty might be impaired, might be damaged. So is the perfect beauty of that woman at the time of night. So is the perfect beauty of the woman at the time of night. And if one shade was more or one ray of star is was less, then what would happen? Half, nearly half of her nameless beauty, nameless grace might be impaired, might be damaged. Such was the perfect beauty of the woman, which waves in every raven trace, which waves in every raven trace, or softly lightens over her face, which waves every raven means black colored, trace means what we call in Marathi kesanchi veni, raven trace, which waves in every raven trace or softly lightens over her face. Her beauty, she is no doubt perfect beauty. So her beauty waves, move, having movement, moves. Waves means moves in every raven trace, every black colored trace, the particular blending of hair. So her beauty waves in every black colored trace or softly lightens over her face. Her beauty, which is very perfect beauty, that beauty is seen. That beauty is seen whenever there is movement of black colored trace of that woman. When there is a movement in the black colored dress, she looks beautiful. She looks beautiful whenever there is movement of her hair, in simple language, or softly lightens over her face, and her beauty lightens over her face. We can see in her face the lightening of her beauty, softly lightens over her face. We can see her beauty over her face also, and in the movement of her hair, where thoughts serenely sweet express, where thoughts serenely sweet express. Now the poet is talking about her thoughts. Up to this, he describes her physical beauty, how she is beautiful at the time of night, starry night, how the mixture of darkness and brightness come together to make her more beautiful, how she is perfect beautiful, and how the movement of her hair looks beautiful, and how we can see the beauty over her face, which brightens, which lightens. So this is the description of the physical beauty of that woman. Now, where thoughts serenely sweet express, now he's talking about the inner beauty of that woman. What does the poet say about the inner beauty, the real self of that woman? We will see in the next video. Okay. Now you should understand up to this how the poet describes the physical beauty of that woman, and what does he say, and how he explains how the beauty of the woman is explained with different images, with the help of the different images. Okay, so you should remember this, and we will see how he described the inner beauty of the woman in the next video.